Alright guys, so today I just want to do a quick little video on the LS Trunion Upgrade. It's a pretty popular upgrade for anyone who's putting more lift, higher RPMs, and basically just getting more power out of their LS motor. The problem with these stock trunnions is inside here there's a bunch of needle bearings, and these caps are only pressed in. And under high load, high stress, high RPM, these caps can walk out, sending hundreds of needle bearings throughout your whole engine, possibly just grenading the whole thing. So I'm going to do this trunnion upgrade just for a little bit of cheap insurance, and hopefully just to get the longest life out of my rocker arms. I'm sure these have a ton of miles on them, and who knows when they're going to fall apart. I'm just going to do a quick video on this alone, show you guys how easy these are to do, and let's get going. Alright, so I've got a socket here that's big enough to allow that cap to fall down in there. Basically, get you a punch, or in my case I'm using an old brake bolt because I couldn't find my punch. But you just want to hit on this center part right here, not on the cap. I'll knock that out, and there you can see all of the needle bearings that potentially could be going through your engine. Throw that in the garbage. And there's your stock trunnion. Toss it. And inside here, you'll have the other bearing. Toss it. Now all that's left to do is get the cap out of the other side that's still in there. So we'll just flip it over and knock it out like so. Simple. Alright, so now after you get the old trunnion pressed out and you've got just your rocker arm body here, you're going to come over to the vise. The kit supplies these washers used to press in the bearings and trunnion, so that's kind of nice. So what you want to do is get your bearing ready. This kit particular says that the lettering on the bearing goes out, so you might want to check the instructions. Excuse me, Roxy. Always refer to the instructions with the kit that you've got. It may be different. It may have you orientate the bearings differently, but on this kit it's letters out. So I'm going to get this set up to do this one first. Bring this down to where it's closer. Alright, so now you got this all set up, you're ready to press the bearing in. You want to get the bearing started, try and get it as straight as possible before you start pressing it in, otherwise it may get caught and tweaked, and you may damage the bearing and the rocker arm body itself. So it doesn't take a lot of pressure to press these in, so just slow and steady, and it goes right in. We'll grab the trunnion, if I can find it. So now we'll take the trunnion, put it through the body, kind of use it to push this plastic spacer out. Get rid of that. Now the end of this fits through there. That's what this washer's for, is so you can put it on a flat surface and that will stick through. And then grab your other bearing. Get this started on here by pushing it through, getting rid of the plastic, putting our washer on, making sure that the opening in the washer matches the opening in the bearing so that trunnion can pass up through it. Get that set under there. Okay, I think that's it. So you can see the snap ring groove on this side and this side, so we know we're good and centered. Spins freely, smooth. On a couple of these I noticed that when I got it out it was kind of stiff, almost like when you're doing a U-joint, and you know, it's real stiff after you get both bearing caps in, and all I did was give it a little tap on each side and it freed up. So now I'll put the snap rings on, like so. Make sure it's all the way around. And there you have it. One completed trunnion upgrade. Now you just got to do it 15 more times. Alright, so what if you don't have a press? I'm going to see if I'm able to do this with just a vise. Shouldn't be any more difficult than doing a U-joint in a vise. It's probably actually easier than doing it in the press, so let's see. This may be a little tricky, but still probably doable. Trying to get this in there. And all lined up. Boom. Just like that. So, see, this is what I was talking about. See, like right now I can't spin that because I basically probably over pressed the bearings just a hair, so they're holding up the trunnion shaft. But just give it a little tap and now it spins. So now all I got left is put the snap rings on and I'm ready to go. So that just shows you that whether you got a vise or a press, it's pretty simple. The only difficult part with the vise is just getting both washers and the whole setup in there and making sure that you've got this washer lined up so that the trunnion can fit through it. But you saw me there, it wasn't that hard. It's just a cheap, easy upgrade that everybody should be doing, whether they're putting in a big cam or they're going to be racing or putting on a turbo or supercharger. I think this kit was like just over $100. This one was on Amazon. It's made by Michigan Motorsports. I'm not sponsored by them or getting paid to say that. This is just the cheapest kit I found. You can find them anywhere on the internet. So hopefully you guys learned something from this video. Just a quick little how-to. So I'm gonna get these put on the motor, get it all final assembled, get it back in the S10. So if you did learn something from this video, please subscribe. As always, keep liking, commenting, and follow me on Instagram, Robbie_V_, and see you on the next one.